Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Prime Minister Garibashvili, Ambassador Degnan, Vice Prime Minister Zalkalyani, Minister Borchulaze, welcome aboard USS Mount Whitney. Your contributions to our combined security effort are a testament to the strength of our strategic partnership and our shared interest and values in the maritime environment. As our Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin said during his visit to Georgia last month, and I quote, "Georgia has consistently and steadfastly supported the United States in promoting peace and stability in the region, and I'm glad to have this opportunity to reaffirm our support for Georgia's sovereignty and territorial integrity." The U.S. Navy, operating together with NATO allies and partners like Georgia, enhances maritime security and stability in the Black Sea region. No single nation can deal with international threats alone, so on behalf of the U.S. Sixth Fleet and Striking and Support Forces NATO, I thank Georgia again for this opportunity to strengthen our relationship. Thank you for joining us today.
Good evening, Gusalmabi. It is my pleasure and honor to welcome the crews of the USS Porter and the USS Mount Whitney to Georgia. While many of the sailors here are visiting this beautiful country for the first time, these vessels have been here many times, and we are very proud of the fact that they are back here again today. In fact, the Mount Whitney delivered 17 tons of much-needed humanitarian assistance from USAID in September of 2008 following Russia's invasion of Georgia. That was her first visit here. Look how far Georgia has come since then. Beyond the history of these great ships and the accomplishments and capabilities of her crews, this visit brings to life the commitment that the United States and Georgia have as partners in security and defense. Less than a month ago, we hosted Secretary of Defense Austin, who recalled his time on the battlefield with Georgians and thanked them, more than 22,000 Georgian soldiers who trained and fought alongside NATO partners and allies. The sailors aboard these ships enable the United States to project an integrated air, land, and sea fire force in conducting both military and humanitarian operations when called upon and wherever needed in the world. Your presence here also highlights the United States' unwavering commitment to Georgia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. As most of you here know, the Black Sea region is critical to global peace and prosperity, and our partnership with the Georgian Coast Guard and Georgia's defense forces strengthens our capabilities, reassures our allies and partners, and sends a clear message to those who wish us harm. I especially want to thank the city of Batumi and the Ajara region, who have graciously hosted our sailors and these large vessels. We thank you for the warmth of your friendship and the generosity of your hospitality. Our servicemen and women have had a great time in Batumi and experiencing the unique culture and hospitality for which Georgia is so widely known and loved. Thank you also, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Vice Prime Minister, Mr. Minister of Defense, Chief of Defense, and also the Coast Guard and Border Patrol chiefs for your support of this visit, and most especially for your strong support for our security and defense partnership. It's been absolutely essential over the years to have that. Many times we have discussed what more can Georgia and the United States do together? And I think having you here today, having the Mount Whitney and the USS Porter here in the port of Batumi is a concrete example of the kind of cooperation, collaboration, and strong message that Georgia and the United States send about the importance of Black Sea security. In closing, as a Californian, I'm especially taken by the name, the Mount Whitney, which is the highest peak in my home state and also the highest peak in the continental United States. So when I see Mount Whitney, I'm inspired, I'm awed, I'm also reassured. And when I stand on the deck of the USS Mount Whitney, I think those same sentiments regarding the US-Georgian Defense and Security Partnership. Awed, inspired, and reassured. And today, and in the future, I know that's going to be true. Madlova, thank you. And it is my great pleasure to introduce Prime Minister Garibashvili. As a former defense minister and now as the Prime Minister, he has a deep understanding of the importance, not just Black Sea security and defense, but of the United States-Georgia Defense and Security Cooperation Partnership. Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Degnan. Dear General, dear friends, good evening. It is an honor for me and privilege to be here and to welcome Mount Whitney in Georgia. I'd like to welcome our strategic partners and allies at the Batumi harbor, who welcome with pleasure American military vessels and their crews and staff. Your visit is yet another vivid evidence of a strong strategic partnership existing between Georgia and the United States. Georgia is indeed a very important country in the Black Sea region. Our geographic location has a very strong strategic dimension to it. Georgia is a loyal ally and a contributor to the global security. We understand the importance of sustainable Black Sea security, and we are determined to support our allies in this direction. We share the responsibility for advancing peace and stability in the region, and we will continue to do so. Interoperability between commands, partnership-focused exercises, and joint forces in times of crisis are the best ways to ensure peace in the region. I am thrilled that our friends will have an opportunity to get introduced to the rich history, culture, and traditions of our country while being in Batumi. Along with our visitors, I wish to express enormous gratitude to the government and people of the United States of America, to every American who have been standing shoulder to shoulder with Georgia since we regained our independence. Once again, on behalf of the government and Georgian people, I'd like to thank you once again for your visit and wish you all the success. Thank you. God bless.